Just take a look at that first set right there, would you? I mean, look at that. Hopefully you can see it. You know, that's the plan anyhow. I mean, look at this. You got a demand opener. I know everybody's got their wild openers that they call, but I didn't see many demand openers. Then you get the curtain width, and it's like, all right, okay, maybe this is not going to be your average night. The demand opener was not just a curveball thrown at us. Then you get just one of the original alligator mouths in the Phish arsenal. Alumni Blues into Jimmy Page, Letter to Jimmy Page, Alumni Blues. Fuck Your Face with Mike Gordon, perhaps the best song title that Phish has. Cry Baby Cry, sneaking in the British invasion portion of the show early tonight. Sing Monica, pretty much, I mean, I think, you know, you get what's going on here, but then it's Sing Monica, again, you know, technically another bust out, but kind of felt like the white guy on the 76ers at this point. Like, dude, how'd you get in here? McGrupp getting back down to business, the very long fuse from the Chilling Thrilling set, Big Black Furry Creatures from Mars. Kind of always feels like it should go with Fuck Your Face. Walk Away, you know, it remains, you know, one of the first rules I learned from my friend Bisco Bob when it came to Phish. The first rule in Phish is if you're looking for shows to listen to, if you see Walk Away, get it. Same deal with this set, it remains. Sanity, a song that my dad one time said, man, that's a weird song. Well, Dad, you were right, that is a weird song. David Bowie ending the set. So you go from Demand to David Bowie, 12:33 ending the first set here. You know, and perhaps we should know, since we got the board here tonight, maybe we'll notate here. Got the British invasion portion of the show here with old Union Jack. We're going to have some asterisks, no doubt. Perhaps I should have done the flag first. A little bit of a disruption here, but you get the point. I think there should have been red lines out there. Apologize to the English friends. Look, okay, here we got an asterisk. You know, these weren't just bust outs for the sake of bust outs. You know, these they were on it, man. Trey was on fire during this right here. You got the curtain width, feeling nice, even though it was early for a chill song. Gordo freaking you out. Sing Monica. We'll just go across it. McGrupp, very long fuse. Walk Away gets a big red asterisk. Sanity just because. Bowie because it was hot and deserves it. Now we're on to the second set. No Man in No Man's Land. Mike's. It's like, all right, okay, maybe we're not going crazy like we did in the first set, but we got some nice solid jams here. Then we get Fee. Always welcomed Fee. Seven Below. You know, the one night the Seven Below license plate not in there. Waiting All Night. Of course, I could live without that. Jibboo. You see at this point, you know, things are getting a little wild. We got bongs here in the eye. We got a bong here. We got some emojis over here and the two O's in Jibboo. Jibboo getting an asterisk, not letting me down, you know. Been waving the Jibboo flag, taking some shrapnel for it, but I don't know why. I don't know what you guys are hearing. Jibboo on it again. Miss you, all right, you know. I should put a line through that, you know. Trey getting down a little bit on the guitar. Paug, we get a little bit of the rotation. Not the full rotation, though. Page keeping himself in place, you know, thanks to the periscopers that were in and out throughout the night. Then we got Kee Pa for Suzy. All right, you know, we'll give that one just because it's an old school Kee Pa. Why not? Losing a little momentum here, though. We got Julius in red, already X'd out immediately. We got the Velvet Cheese, and then we got a Character Zero. We had no room for Character Zero, but that's all right because I got no room for Character Zero. So we're just going to forget all of that, basically. Just eliminate this, and just take a look at that, man. Just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Nights like these, dude? Demand. Who would have thought, you know, 3 hours later, you know, the Demand opener wouldn't seem like that big of a deal. I mean, that right there was hot. AJA, Fuck Your Face. The Cry Baby Cry. All right, I'll take it. You know, a pretty rare Phish song, not just a bust out. I mean, probably only played a handful of times. McGrupp, that one was felt. You know, by the time you got to Fuck Your Face, you knew McGrupp was coming. At least you were feeling it. Only thing missing was a possible Peaches, but as I said on Twitter, Amit would have been right there on the side of the stage waiting for his piece. I don't think Phish wants any part of that mess right now. So that is it, man. July 20th, 2016. I'm FZappa 20. Just take one more look at that. Unbelievable. Thanks, guys.